The history of Typhoon Yolanda and its impact to the people of Leyte, as of related to the struggles of present time of students in the contemporary world. Typhoon Yolanda, internationally known as Haiyan, hit in the Philippines on November 8, 2013 in the Leyte province, one of the strongest tropical cyclones in recorded history. Yolanda brought catastrophic winds, torrential rains, and deadly storm surge that overwhelmed coastal areas. Whole towns were flattened, infrastructures are destroyed, and thousands of lives are lost. The survivors struggle to carry on with their lives. Although people received warnings, Leyte residents were unable to prepare themselves for the storm's unprecedented magnitude. Some evacuation centers were put up, and some communities moved to safer ones. As a result, many underestimated the storm's power or could not leave as a result of resource deficiencies, such as surge as high as 20 feet in many areas that took many people by surprise, causing a nearly complete shattering of life and property. Survivors had to face unimaginable hardships in the aftermath. They suffered from lack of food, water, inadequate medical care, and emotional distress associated with the loss of family members and houses. The disaster, however, brought much into light: disaster preparation and response, robust infrastructure, and complete evacuation plans, which would reduce the impact of such disasters in the future. The entry of life as a college student. These are the students that doesn't like to listen, and they're minding their own business.
While the instructor is teaching, the students are just laughing, talking and using their phones. All of them never listens to lectures and not taking notes to the important reminders given to them. As time goes on, the instructor was angry because of the students that doesn't cooperate with her well, and that's why the class ended so early, because the instructor just walked out of spite.
A few moments later.
Guys, mananatag sini guys, Ormok, ang title kay Hello Love Again.
Sige, mananaw to. Pre, bitaw ta karon.
Nya unsa mo adlaw na pre?
Nya to pagtuon ni exam para ni sunod di mana.
Aw sa bilang good. Next week pa bitaw na makatuon pa ta next time. Domingo ri. Mo tigla sigod to.
Sige, kita ra ni ka alas 12 sa kuan hapon. Sige, kita ra kita.
Sige, pwede ra, sige.
Tara.
3 days later. 2 hours later.
Gio, the Hello Love Again movie was nice and beautiful.
Yes, you're right. It is nice and we all can relate that. And our plan happened. Yeah, but we should head home because it's already night time.
Let's go.
Later on, they headed home to their own respective houses. All of them arrived safely, but the problem is that they all forgot about the upcoming midterm exam, which is actually tomorrow.
The next day.
Yes!
Hey, I know, we did study yesterday. It's okay, it's just midterm, not finals.
When they are taking their exam, They couldn't answer any of the questions because all they did is not listening to the lessons, having fun and not studying at all.
Guys, look at your portal and see your grades. Look at my grades. It's 350. I didn't pass.
What? I have the same grade too. Me too. I'm sorry guys, this is all my fault. I dragged you into this mess. I'm sorry. It's okay bro. We all make mistakes and it's not your fault. All of us will prioritize our studies.
Now, because we already seen our grades, we will correct our mistake and our lack.
This is where they realize that listening, taking notes, following instructions, and listening to the announcement are crucial. After all of that, their life changes as they are now taking notes and listening to their instructor. Then the finals came. All of them studied well and is hopeful. They gave all their best to ensure that they all pass the final examination and repay their parents for their sacrifices and love.
3 days later.
The exam is already out, and this made them nervous. Not until the nervousness turns happiness as they've seen that all of them passed the final exam. Their persistence, perseverance, and hardships finally pays off. Same as Typhoon Yolanda. The LGUs and television already warned us before, but they did not believe it. They just ignored it because they thought it was not strong. But when it entered and hit the land, many houses were wasted because our countrymen were not properly prepared. It's just like what we acted out that the teacher had already warned them, but they didn't listen, so they paid the price that became a reason for them to be sad and lose hope. But they stand up and work hard to correct what they experienced, and live peacefully and pass their grade. Because when defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound, rebuild those plans, and red sail once more toward your coveted goal. And no one ever is defeated until defeat has been accepted as reality. Because failure is the opportunity to begin again.